Bob Borchard.
How you doing, Bob?
I'm good, and you're...
I'm Mark Carpenter, and I'm doing well, too.
All right. You have to introduce yourself, because
That's what I did. I'm Mark Carpenter of the Sound Man Online.
Oh, Sound Man Online.
There you go.
There we go. Coming to you live from the 3MC studio here in beautiful downtown Mariposa, Old Town Mariposa. And this show today is being brought to you
Who's bringing it on here?
This show is brought to you by Best Gold Coin, family-friendly sports tech.
I don't know those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, they're right across the street, right in back of us.
Right down the street.
Yeah.
It's quite a place. Anyway, where you can dine under the Clipper ships, the murals on the wall.
Yeah, those have been here forever.
Well, since at least 1890.
That's right.
At any rate, we have a community calendar that we're doing, and thought we'd catch you up to date on some of the events that have passed and things that are coming up.
That's great. And then last week they had the TEDx, right?
TEDx meeting, and it was an organizational meeting, and I attended that. And I got to tell you that it was really kind of a surprise to everybody how many people showed up. A lot of enthusiasm in this community.
Good.
TEDx is kind of an intellectual show that talks about, well, similar to what we're doing, but on a national scale and an international scale. And so we had an organizational meeting for TEDx.
Kind of fits right in with your planning background, right?
Well, some of it does.
Okay, all right.
TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. Okay, and X is locally based as opposed to the TED, which is a national.
Right.
At any rate, we also had the Grizzly Band fundraiser.
I heard that went exceptionally well. There were a lot of people there.
They're doing really good. They've got a long way to go to come up with the funds for their DC trip. You know, the band's going back for...
You know, it's somehow, some way in this community, they always find a way to make things happen for these kids.
Well, we have a community with a big heart, and that's an amazing band. This is a nationally raised in a little town like Mariposa. We have a world-class symphony orchestra, and we have an internationally recognized marching band, high school marching band.
It just the students from Mariposa High School have went a lot of. There's famous musicians. There's producers. There's actors. All that came from Mariposa County High School.
Yeah. You know, around town this weekend, we have some exciting stuff going on.
I know you're going to talk about the Clampers.
I have to talk about the Clampers. What say the brothers?
There you go. There you go.
At any rate, the Clampers are having their doings, and if they're placking at the Hornitos Plaza. And if you are a Clamper, this is a private club. It's a secret organization,
right?
So we can't talk too much about it.
No.
But if you are a Clamper and you don't have your poke put up yet, we're going to be going out to Hornitos Saturday and putting a plaque up on Manuela's saloon down there and in the plaza.
I've been there.
And the celebration is going to be at the May Rock.
Right, over in White Rock?
May Rock. It's over in Bear Valley.
Oh, okay.
On the way out to Bear Valley?
Yeah.
Anyway, you'll hear some noise out there.
We'll say hello to Poncho and Richie for me when you're...
On the 28th,
yeah,
we have the Ever Better Community 2.
It's a sequel.
It's a sequel.
Yeah.
And it's moving forward together. It's going to be at the Mariposa Fairgrounds. And I have a guest on the Old Town show coming up. It's going to be talking about that.
And who's that?
Bit.
Who is that?
Well, we'll get there.
Okay, all right, sorry, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
No, it's a big secret.
And that's a $10 lunch?
Well, that's part of the program.
Oh, okay.
It lasts from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m.
Yes.
And we have Mariposa Safe Families.
Great organization.
And they're going to be doing their Safe Home event in a Mariposa Elementary School. And that's from 10 to 1:30 on March the 28th.
And out there they have the bicycle rodeo. Every year they have the bicycle rodeo where the kids ride their bike. And it's the kids don't realize you go out there and you ride in that bicycle rodeo and you get a helmet. And there's all kinds of stuff. All the different organizations come out with information how you can better take care of your child or have resources for your child. So it's a really good thing to go out there and go visit all the different booths and find about hearing tests and get a bicycle helmet. It's really great.
Just Northtown's amazing.
Well, we've talked every single episode we've done. We ought to do a show from Northtown. I mean, it's our north side. It really needs attention.
We're working on a studio up there. By
Okay.
the way. But we do have a couple things going on.
What's that?
Dine at the V.
At the V. And
that's what that is.
It's a dinner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And when is that from?
Well, that's on Wednesdays, and that's from 6 to 7.
Okay.
And it's at the Tom Jenkins VFW post.
Mm-hmm.
That's 9454 on Main Street in Golderville. That is a heck of a dinner, and it's $6.
I'd encourage people to go to the north side. If you haven't spent a lot of time there, they've got a great visitor center and everything.
It's an amazing place.
Yeah.
And be sure to check out the History Center, the John Muir
Geotourism. Say that 3 times real fast. And
Geotourism.
Yeah, there you go. And that's also another way to get up to Yosemite. It's an interesting way to go too.
It is. What's going on around town with respect to entertainment?
Well, this Friday.
Yeah.
At the Gold Coin.
Well, I've heard of that place.
Yeah, and you know what? You guys serve great burgers. I was unprepared for how good of a burger that to me. I'm kind of prejudiced, about your burgers, but I think that's some of the best burgers in Mariposa.
Actually, I'm partial to the steak. It's a great burger.
Oh, okay.
And I have
All
one
right.
once in a while. But
Cottonwood Creek.
Cottonwood Creek is playing with Scott and Maggie, and they're always a hoot. But I haven't really got back from anybody from the hideout, Stumble In downstairs, the alley,
Right.
the River Rock, Prospectors. I do know that Prospectors on Friday has their Firkin.
Okay.
Firkin Friday.
Firkin Fridays.
Now that's kind of an unusual beer, and we've made some jokes about that over
I'm sure.
in past shows, but it's a unique beer,
Uh-huh.
and what it is they brew this in a keg with a secret. Each week they have a separate remedy,
A different
recipe,
Right.
and then they crack it open and find out what it comes out. And
So you're the guinea pig, so to
Well,
speak, when you go there. That's good.
It's an adventure.
Well, everything about Mariposa is an adventure.
Well, that's why we're
Hey,
here.
back to Scott and Maggie, okay?
Yes.
I don't think people realize how many different places those guys play.
They we're going to have them on our Old Town show soon.
Good, good.
And they've got a music video out that they did in Texas.
Yes, I've seen it.
And of course, they did the flash mob.
Uh-huh.
The video.
I saw that here in town. It's on your guys' YouTube channel.
Yes.
Showing, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, then on Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to have Mike Hall on Rio Loco.
Ah,
You know, Mike is kind of an amazing guy.
cool.
He's a little bashful in front of the camera. You know, I interviewed him one time.
Uh-huh. Not everybody's like you and me.
I hope not.
No, I hope not.
At any rate, he's going to be down at the Coin. The show starts at 8:30, and it's a good night to come on out. And remember, the Coin is family friendly. So,
And again, we really need to encourage all the different venues in town that are having music to let us know so we can put it on the channel and it gets out there.
And any club or organization.
Yes.
And I've been getting a couple of emails, and they're
Good.
out there. They're not on this calendar, but
All
I
right.
have been getting some feedback from some folks, and they're giving me events that are planned or scheduled in the future, and we'll be here talking about them.
Now, April 18th and 19th, what's coming up? Speaking of coming up.
How about the Civil War reenactment out at the Long Ranch?
Yeah, that's a great one. it's a very historical thing, but it's kind of living history. You get to feel it.
You know,
you can smell the gunpowder and the whole thing.
I'm trying to get one of the reenactors here. I
Uh-huh.
interviewed a few last year,
Right.
and got some tape. But you know, those people go completely into that role for
Sure.
2 or 3 days.
They're kind of like a Marlon Brando. They're method actors.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And we have the Rotary Club. They're doing their Art and Wine Festival
Uh-huh.
Memorial Day weekend, and that's on May 23,
Right.
down the road.
Yeah, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Anyway, lots of things going on in Mariposa.
Yeah, and spring has sprung,
the
and
flowers are out.
Oh,
wildflowers in the Merced River Canyon. There are still some wildflowers coming up the 140 corridor, but it's a beautiful time of year.
oh yeah, and one thing I wanted to mention to you, Bob, I don't think people understand what a great wedding place Mariposa County is.
Just for a few minutes, maybe you could talk to me a little bit, because we're going to be doing a show on this.
Right.
But you were telling me about this earlier.
Yeah.
We have two.
We have Cal Estates, and BB's Catering does that. And then we have Triangle Ranch, and that's out in Mariposa Pines.
Mm-hmm.
Both, to me, are world-class wedding venues, and they bring a different take to weddings. See, there's two different ways you can do weddings. One is rushed, where you have one wedding after another. The other one is where you have the venue for the whole day.
We also, and I was thinking about this when you mentioned it, because I've been to a few weddings up in the Yosemite Valley,
Mm-hmm.
and at the chapel up there in the valley at proper.
Right.
And of course, it seems like almost every weekend there's at least one wedding being conducted out on the front steps of the Mariposa County Courthouse.
Mariposa is a wedding place. Whether it's in the park or here, it's a wedding place.
Anyway, that's something that people don't think about too much, but we get. I've noticed it in the coin. We have a lot of wedding receptions and parties in there, and
Well, it's our job to let them know.
well, that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
Why we get the big bucks.
That's why we get the big bucks.
At any rate, I think that's kind of a wrap. I'm getting the look from the tech.
Yep.
Mr. Hebern has
Oz.
said our time is up.
Well,
Oz?
yeah.
You nicknamed him Oz.
I nicknamed him Oz because he's
Yes.
behind the
He's
screen.
not smiling though.
No,
He doesn't like that nickname.
no, he doesn't.
At any rate, we're going to have to wrap it up now.
Thank you so much.
I
Always a
think
pleasure.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
And let's check in next week about this time, and we'll give you an update on what's happening in Old Town Mariposa.